Did you catch that? And on this week's Did You Catch That? We're talking about the Tokyo Game Show 2025.
Fucking snooze fest too.
So, as my
All this shit,
co-host put it,
all this shit put me to sleep.
as my
All right.
co-host put it, we can start off with Xbox. Wasn't impressed. Again, there was one thing that stood out, and we'll get to it. They showed off Gungrave Gorn, Blood Heap. Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, a third-person shooter-esque game, and I believe the Gungrave series has been going on since PS2, if I can remember correctly. Last time I remember, at least remember playing it for the first time, and it was nice. It was interesting. A new Double Dragon game, Double Dragon Revive. You know, I love me a good beat 'em up, classic brawler, co-op to it, something to play with the kids. But yeah, is this really something you want to show on the big stage? Or could this have been a blog post? Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly remake. I want to throw that out there. I'm all for the horror, and Japanese horror is something completely different than regular horror. It's a little bit fucked up, but hey, you know, I'm all for it, but it's another remake. Moving on, there was more Fallout 76 content. I just did not care. I don't play that game, and Fallout 76 was a mistake. It was a studio trying to tap into a market they had no business going after, and after many years of course correction have made it somewhat palatable for some consumers, but most of us, most real hardcore Fallout fans. Monster Hunter Stories is coming to Xbox. I mean a lot of them games did not come there for a reason. And I'm not a fanboy of any of these platform holders. Microsoft's forgetting Game Pass, forgetting that Xbox players don't generally buy a lot of shit in the digital stuff. We're gonna move past all that. Xbox consumers generally have easy readable market, and these Japanese oriented esque games, they don't sell well on that system. The Xbox audience does not buy them generally. That is why majority of the time when these games come out and go around or whatnot, they skip the Xbox, and you don't hear any Xbox fan crying or wanting like, hey, why did this anime game? Why didn't it come here? That's just not their bread and butter. So to hear this coming, it's like, oh, okay, well, there's another audience that can play it. But I also understand why when these trying times and games are getting expensive. Okay, we'll put it on the market. There might be some money you might retain, but they showed Hotel Barcelona, a 2D side scroller made from the people who made No More Heroes and Deadly Premonitions, and I don't know why they showed it. They didn't really show much of it. I was unimpressed. It looked basic. And that sounds bad, but I'm just telling like it is. It just looked basic. The Dragon Quest 1 and 2 remakes, more remakes. But at the same time, I'm somewhat kind of forgiving of this in a sense because when these came out originally, I was probably too young or just went around when they played them. So it's something I can play into. But I mean, more remakes. Actually, let me change my tune. Project Evil Bane. This looked good. This looked good. The trailer, and they actually showed, so I'll give them this. This looked good. It was slated for 26 for Xbox PC and 27 for Xbox. But at this point, then why the hell are you showing it if it's 2 years away? But it looked like a co-op ARPG. I'm all about the co-op, and I love me a great RPG. This looked good, and that's the best I will give it. It really had me like, Ninja Gaiden 4 series is back. They redid 2, brought that to PlayStation, and 4 looks very good. Also coming to PlayStation. And there was recent news about them talking about they added difficulty modes to it and accessibility features. For everyone who's not, a crazed sycophant masochist who just wants to get punished consistently, you just want to unalive some people and have a good time, you can go ahead and do that. So, it looked good, and they showed trailer and gameplay. They showed Call of Duty. And at this point, I mean, who really cares? Who really cares? We all know every year a Call of Duty is coming, even though, what was it, 2-3 years ago? I think it was Modern Warfare 2, when they were saying they're going to stop. They were truly diluting the series, and they weren't going to do a game every year. Somewhere, I guess someone must have forgot about that. Whoever made the announcement, he probably got fired. And
Yeah,
his emails
because
were,
the shareholder said, "Bitch, we want our money every year. Shut up."
because that game just keeps coming out, and we're going from Black Ops 6 to Black Ops 7. That should tell you
Jesus.
they are truly scratching the bottom of the barrel of that game. But I will not give Call of Duty any more attention than what it needs. And the one true announcement from their segment was the Forza Horizon 6. It's going to Japan, which is where people have wanted it to go for years. But it was just, I mean, if you want to call it a trailer, you can call it that. I call it a teaser. There was really next to nothing shown. It was just footage, and it ended with Mount Fuji, or whichever mountain that is in
Mhm.
Japan. And that was it. Unimpressive. And then a side note here, just a quick run through of Capcom's game, Pragmata. I am waiting on this. Another third person action game. I love me third person shooter. I want to see my character. The work in game devs, first person, I feel is lazy. All you're showing your hands and a gun. And if the gun is even detailed enough. But they showed off Pragmata, they showed off gameplay, they broke down the mechanics and things of the game. A Mega Man Star Force Legacy Collection. I don't know what these games are. I've never heard of them, never seen them before. I'm sure there's someone out there for them. There's a market for everyone, as there's someone for everyone in this world. Street Fighter 6 update announcements, collabs. I don't care. I don't play fighting games anymore. The fighting game community, and please forgive me, but you all take these games way too serious. Moving on, there was Resident Evil news, info about 9. 9 can be played in first person or third. We may look into that. Older games are going to come to the Switch 2 in game key card forms. Nintendo, I give you a lot of attention and time on this show. We're not going to do it today, but I'm just going to repeat this one more time. They're coming in game key card forms.
Crazy.
Anywho, and they closed it out with Monster Hunter Wild info.
I was looking at the list and I was following you as you went through. This is fucking snooze fest, my guy. 007 first look game.
You know what? I didn't.
Yeah.
But you know why I didn't bring that up?
Why?
They've shown that on its own separately already. They had a PlayStation maybe like a week or so ago. They showed off 40 minutes of gameplay going through everything on its own. So I didn't understand why that was shown. We
Uh,
already know about that game.
yeah, and that's releasing March of 2026 too, in that crowded month. It's been a long time since I played a 007 game. I might look into it just to see if it's about anything, but that was the only thing that kind of raised my eyebrow just because
I'm
it's
just happy it's a third person
oh, yeah.
007.
Yeah. You know, I'm a third person gamer, and, like, we play first person, but I do it while gritting my teeth because I don't like first person. But, yeah, 007 First Look was the only thing that kinda did anything, but I also wanna talk about the handheld device they announced. So, did I feel like they didn't confirm a price on the show, but so are these leak prices real, or is this just estimation?
I
And
can
this
go
is
ahead and
coming
say this.
out next month, like, it's not that far away.
I can go ahead and say this 100% definitively. The Xbox ROG Ally, the white
Such a
one. Oh, that sounds
weird
bad.
name. It's a
Yeah,
weird
that sounds
name.
bad. And the Xbox ROG Ally X, the black one, God, will retail MSRP, the
Uh-huh.
white for 600 and the black for 1,000.
Oh,
I will not do
shut
I
the
will
fuck
not do
get
that
the fuck out my
9.99.99
face.
thing.
Get the
Yes.
fuck out my face, Xbox. You stop playing in my fucking face. I fuck Xbox. Once again, fuck Xbox. $1,000 for what? How much is Steam Deck right now?
The Steam Deck on the lowest model is 400, which is also on sale right now, and the high-end model is 6 or
Yeah, suck my
650.
dick.
I can't remember.
Yeah, get the fuck out my face.
Now
So,
people are arguing that, oh, the
eh,
black one, it has so much more power and etc. It can maybe probably run games a little bit better and beefier than the Steam Deck, but that does not matter.
I don't give a damn about that. $1,000. They
And I'm
really.
gonna
Ugh.
I'm gonna give a quick comparison. I know hardcore PC players, you all want your graphics cards, your 4090s, your 5070s, and etc.
All the numbers.
But all the numbers, they don't mean anything. It's the same guy that walks onto a dealership and buys the V8, and then the next guy comes and buys the four-cylinder, crossover. They both still get you to the same golf game. They're both four wheels and an engine.
It's still gonna take you to work every day.
Yeah, and I just got to go on a quick segment here. These PC handhelds, they are really starting to get out of hand
Out
as
of
far as
fucking
pricing.
hand.
Now, there's been some argument that the reason Valve have made the Steam Deck so cost effective, that it is not a measure of good consumer practice. It's because that plan is to lose money on the device, but once you have the device, you are brought into their ecosystem, which then you will spend tons of money and that they will make all that money back. Okay, that's great, but my whole thing with that is that's all what console gaming is too.
Yeah, yeah,
The
that's all.
golden
I
rule
I was just about to say that.
the golden rule of console gaming is you lose money on the system to get them into your ecosystem, and you win money on the games and accessories. Every
Mhm.
game sold on excuse me, Xbox platform, Microsoft gets a 30% cut of that game, whether it's disc or digital. Every game sold on PlayStation, they get a 30% cut. And with Microsoft being in the shitter for Xbox hardware sales, and there are some people saying, oh, well, they raised the price of the Xbox to push you the handheld. The handheld costs more.
Yeah, that
It
that
costs
that's
more.
what's crazy. How is the handheld more expensive? How can you
If you're
justify
gonna
that?
if you're gonna buy this handheld at $1,000, you might as well just buy you a high-end PC, which will
Yeah,
do more.
yeah, more for your money. I don't
That
get it.
that handheld, I don't know what they're smoking, what they're
It
thinking.
must be some good shit.
But at the same time, Microsoft didn't even make it. Microsoft was supposed to be making their own handheld, and then they chickened out and said, no, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to focus on making Windows 11, better for the gamers. That's a crock of shit. They didn't want to put the time, money, and effort into it. So they went to a company and said, hey, you're going to make something. We're going to pay you to help make it, and we're going to put our branding on it, and we're going to say it's
Mhm.
ours, which is no
Mhm.
different than them buying up all these companies that make good games and then saying, hey, we make this good game. You don't know how to make shit. You don't know how to make games. You don't know how to make hardware. Went off on a
You
little
sound like a
tangent.
parent yelling at
But
their child.
I walked
Wait,
away. It
but
was a
quick
brand.
question. Quick question. Quick
Quick
question.
answer.
So for the consumer whoever this is for, I'm not even sure who they made it for. But for the consumer that is willing to spend $1,000, do they already have an Xbox or is this just an isolated thing for them? Cause I'm not
That is a
spending 800 for the console, then 1,000 for the hand. Like Xbox can all the way in the gutter for me. Get out of
so
here. And then
so that's a great
mm-mm.
go ahead. I'm
Mm-mm.
sorry, go
No,
ahead.
I was just thinking in Game Pass on top. Get out my face. Stop playing with me.
So that's a great question. And before the show started, Phil Spencer, I'm sorry. Get my names mixed up here. He talked about more places and more options to play Xbox games. And they had that little campaign that they were doing for a while where they showed, this is an Xbox, this is an Xbox, your TV is an Xbox, your phone's an Xbox, etc. This is for, I guess, for them to say, hey, you can play Xbox games on the go. You are no longer beholden to constructs of the console and playing it at home. But I'm just going to throw something in here real quick. There's a huge caveat. Microsoft and Xbox is not talking about these handhelds. These handhelds are doing something similar to what Valve does with the Steam Deck, whereas Valve, they have unknown, playable, and verified for how a game will work on the handheld. Microsoft is doing the same thing as far as, I can't remember the verbiage that they're using, but the problem is only somewhat recent titles are playable on this device. So if the game was not designed from the ground up for Xbox's quote unquote play anywhere initiative, it won't work or not won't necessarily run on it. They can't guarantee you
For a
that
thousand
the
dollars, you can't
for a
guarantee.
thousand dollars. But see, that's why, and it makes sense now why Gears of War Reloaded was made, because they couldn't guarantee you the 2006 version worked on $1,000 hardware, so they remade it and charged $40. But hey, you can skip that $40 and you just pay us $20 a month for Game Pass Ultimate, and then they can guarantee you, oh, this works because we made sure it worked. That is why they're going with it. 360 and Xbox original games, from what I remember in the interview when I'm talking about it, they either can't guarantee it or it won't play or won't work on that system. And right now, like I've clearly stated, people are running back to their older games that are more feature complete. Already have all their updates, cheaper, whatever you want to pick. All the above. And when they keep marketing, showing out the device, they're not talking about that. Also, I don't know if you have to be constantly connected to the internet for this to work.
Mm.
I know Game Pass games, if I remember correctly, if you're disconnected the internet, they either don't work or you have 30 days to play it before it just locks you out of it while the system is offline. So how is this more portable and more on the go if it's bound to being constantly connected? That's something I don't
Mhm.
know, but yeah.
Fuck Xbox.
Microsoft, what the fuck are y'all? Your flagship system is $650, which is absurd because your sales for the system are in the tank. They're in the shitter. You raise them again, and now you release a quote unquote Xbox handheld, and you can customize it this and these processors and needs and etc. But it's $1,000 hairs. It's $1,000. The whole initiative of handheld PCs was to make quote unquote a handheld, but have it around the cost of to bring console people into the realm of PC, but still let them be comfortable enough as if it's a console, because they're not going to buy the $2, $3, $5,000 PCs. That's just not happening. That's why the Steam Deck was so appealing to me, because I'm not going to make a 5, 6 grand PC just to play games at 120 frames per second, which the human eye can't truly really distinguish like that. But at the same time, PC games are being unoptimized and running like shit. Bring it back, Infamous. I'm sorry, bring it back. So I don't I don't know who that handheld is for, but I do want to say this since you brought it up. At this current time, Xbox has reported that the black one, the ROG Ally, the $1,000 one, it's sold out on the Microsoft Store website.
Well, they did a limited production just to get market engagement, so that's not shocking.
That's true, but I want to add this. I don't know if it's sold out due to high demand. This is the dark side of our entertainment, or if scalp,
Oh yeah, because they was running rampant during COVID.
because it may be sold out on the Microsoft Store. You can go and buy one at Best Buy on the Best Buy website right now. And if you check your local eBay listings right now, the black one, MSRP for $1,000, there are people scalping it on eBay already for $1,800 to $2,500.
Yo, have several seats, sir. If you don't get out of here,
Oh,
look,
have at it.
that's fuck Xbox. I feel like I say that every week, man, but fuck them.
I feel Xbox and Nintendo, you all
Yeah,
continuously
they
give us
they
the
love to
juice.
piss us off.
Oh yeah, they keep giving us the juice to sell to keep this dream alive. But have at it.
Yeah, yeah. Hey,
But
hit the comments below. Are you spending $1,000 on the Xbox handheld? And if you are, just tell me some reasons why. Like, are you going away from a PC? Do you have an outdated? I just need to understand what makes $1,000 Xbox handheld appealing. I mean, I know our friend in our group chat was saying that, specs, the this, and that, it's really not that crazy. It crazy to me. It crazy to me. So let me know what you think, if you agree with us and your thoughts on this handheld and the Tokyo Game Show in its entirety. Was it a snooze fest or was it everything you was expecting? Did it surprise you? Did it disappoint you? Or did it put you to sleep like it did me? Let us know below.
is that all you got for the Tokyo Game Show? Anything
Yeah,
else catch
yeah.
your attention?
No, no,
Appeal? Oh,
no,
sure.
no, 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 no. I listen to 007 and I was curious about the price of the handheld. That's all that fucking was like, "Huh, I
He
wonder."
said nope, nope, and nope.
Listen, and
Well,
it was funny, I will say this is what I'm gonna end with. It was funny watching the show, and as they bring up all these games, at the bottom it says available on Xbox, Series X and PlayStation. I just thought that was hilarious.
oh yeah,
Everything pretty much
yeah.
everything they announced had all platforms that listed at the bottom. Fuck
Absolutely.
Xbox.
It was even, this is how I know there are certain people at Xbox that still feel some type of way about this, them becoming a third party publisher. Because I believe for the Forza Horizon 6, it just said Xbox
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
PC. But
Mhm.
they came out later and said when it comes out, it launches on Xbox and PC, and then it will be later moved to the PlayStation. So they believe, for whatever reason, if we just keep it to ourselves, for 6 months, a year, whatever they try to do, we'll garner some goodwill, then we'll put it on PlayStation. It's all the same. It's still coming. What is the point in delaying it if it's still gonna come?
Yeah, I
But
don't know. Make 'em feel better,
that's
I
all I got.
guess.
All right. And that's it for this video of Are You Not Entertained podcast. Thanks for hanging out with us. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell so you'll never miss our next hot take. Until next time, are you not entertained?